joining us live on Facebook. It's gratifying to see so many smiling faces at the finals of She Loves Tech Sri Lanka. You heard it right. This is the first time She Loves Tech is taking place in Sri Lanka, and we are excited about it. I am Fazla, and I will be your host today. So why are we really here today? Yes, we are here to witness some incredible leading technological solutions brought about by local female entrepreneurs. To brief you about She Loves Tech, they are the world's largest startup competition for women and technology, seeking out and accelerating the best entrepreneurs and technology for transformative impact. They champion the best entrepreneurs through the education and mentorship, working closely with their partners to create a global ecosystem for women in technology. They truly believe that this combination is key to solving the world's greatest challenges. And Hatch is working alongside this wonderful journey as their local licensed partner. When this journey began, Hatch received multiple applications from all across the island, and today you will witness the cream. The 8 ladies you are about to meet today have worked tirelessly to reach the finals. The winner of this competition will go on to competing at the global semis, and that too will be streamed live. Hatch, together with She Loves Tech, have a pronounced aim of strengthening and empowering female entrepreneurs, startups, and technologies that positively impact women. So if anyone is interested in getting in touch with Hatch, they are very active on social media, so please do get in touch. I must thank two special partners who are on board with us today. That is ReadMe, our digital media partner, and Women's Chamber of Digital Sri Lanka, our community partner. So to make the welcome remarks, I would like to invite the co-founder of She Loves Tech, Ria C. Ria C believes in using tech and entrepreneurship to mobilize more people into creating sustainable world and a sustainable world where everyone's needs are met. Am I right on that, Ria?
Yes, thank you, Fazla, for that amazing.
Over to you.
Hi, everyone. My name's Ria. As was mentioned earlier, I'm the co-founder and co-CEO of She Loves Tech, world's largest startup competition for women and technology. As Fazla already, briefly introduced, we have been around since 2015, and we have been building a global ecosystem for women in technology. We seek out and accelerate the best entrepreneurs and technologies because we believe that this combination is key to solving the world's greatest challenges. Over the years, we have seen a lot of impactful technologies, and this year is especially exciting for us as not only are we hosting the competition in over 30 countries across 6 continents, it's also our first time going completely virtual and bringing the competition to Sri Lanka. So before we start the pitches, I'd like to congratulate all the startups who were selected to pitch today. You all have amazing ideas, and we can't wait to hear you share more about it during today's event. Welcome to the She Loves Tech family, and I'm really excited to see who will be representing Sri Lanka at the global leg of the competition. Now, before I hand back the mic to our host, I'd like to share some clips of our finals and conference in Beijing last year. Enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to She Loves Tech 2019. You are now a part of the largest women in tech startup competition in the world.
Over 80% of our 70,000 teachers are female, and I just feel fortunate that I'm working with them every day. Today, they are working on this innovative technology platform. The moms, now they feel so happy with this global teaching service that they're able to obtain on a VIP Kid platform.
在很多女性的创业者身上看到很多的闪光的地方，这是不是一个好的创业者？跟他其实是男性女性没有关系，也不要去贴这样的标签。每个时代都会有自己的创业模式，只不过它用不同的形式在。其实今天只需要你不光是有自己一个 truly belief 的想法，有一个 vision， 你还得有 step by step 每件事情都做到对的这样的一个执行力。
Thank you very much, Ria. Going back, I need to apologize. This platform is not just for women, it's also to all those tech men out there. So now it's time to introduce our judges. First in line is Ria C, like I said, our co-founder of Sri Lanka. And then we've got Randhula de Silva. Randhula currently works as the CEO of Hatchworks. Welcome, Randhula. Then we've got Mangala Karunaratne. He is the co-founder of Casie Technologies and the director of Hatch. Welcome, Mangala. Thank you for being here. We've got Tushara Vijayawardena. Tushara is the co-founder and CEO of Aventude and the director of Allion Technologies. Last but not least, we've got Nevindari Premaratne. She is a project manager at Information and Communication Agency, Sri Lanka. Thank you for being with us. So to all the tech females, and males, the world's greatest challenges cannot be solved without you. And now it's time to step on the gas and showcase what you've got. Our finalists are tasked to showcase their pitch, which would last around 5 minutes. Thereafter, they will answer a few questions from the judges, and that should last for about 3 minutes. So let the games begin. First of all, good luck to everyone out there. It's now time for me to introduce our first finalist. That is Urmila Chandrasekaram, co-founder of Algoredge. Urmila, over to you.
Hi, I'm Urmila and here's my 5-minute pitch. The problem here lies in the way these, which hasn't changed over the years, but the world around it surely has. Even in today's digital age, organizations rely on just 10 to 25 data points and human interpretation to determine the creditworthiness of an individual. Therefore, regardless of how strict the verification process may be or tightening of credit policies, a significant portion of credit is turned into bad debts. In emerging markets alone, banks have recorded $1 trillion worth of non-performing loans in their balance sheets. Now, financial sector being the backbone of a country's economy, the staggering non-performing loans also cripple the economic growth. There are thousands of data points that are left unutilized because recording and capturing these massive chunks of data manually is an impossible thing to do, let alone finding the correlation between these data points for credit assessment. But what a human can't do can definitely be done through technology. And that's exactly what we are doing at Algoredge. We developed MAML that uses machine learning and big data analytics to turn not just a handful of data, but massive amounts of data, so organizations can make more accurate credit decisions. How we do this? We follow a 4-step process where we first combine organizations' enriched historical data with thousands of non-traditional data that we gather from different sources, such as social media and digital footprint, and label them so the characteristics and features can be obtained. The dataset is then analyzed on multiple iterations before landing on an optimal algorithm, which is then verified by the customer. We deploy this either on-premise or in cloud, depending on the preference of the customer. The algorithm continues to monitor economic weather and consumer trends, so it can learn from these to give more accurate decisions. This is a snapshot of our solution. We provide an end-to-end solution, meaning regardless of how far down the line of data transformation journey the organization is at, we will provide the necessary infrastructure such as data lake or data warehouse and deploy our model. MAML is a completely automated decisioning engine that can be easily integrated to any core banking systems. This not only lessens the credit loss due to incorrect decision, but also lessens the dependency on expensive manual processes. And every decision that comes out of MAML engine is backed with an explanation. We call this the explainable AI. Financial industry is the most data generating industry in the global economy. This has paved the way for growing demand for automated decisioning engines. Globally, this market is expected to reach $14.8 billion by 2026, 1/3 of which sits with emerging markets such as Asia Pacific, Middle East and Africa, and Latin America. Sri Lanka holds a market share of $3 million. So we started formulating this technology early this year in March, and in June we did our first commercial deployment, which improved this organization's decisioning by up to 80%. As of today, we have ongoing conversations with 2 commercial banks, and we have initiated proof of concept for 2 different organizations. For rapid adoption of machine learning, customizability and affordability play huge roles. This is especially true for emerging markets because data is derived from different channels, and the cost of technology should be aligned to the spending power of the organizations in these markets. This is why most of the as-a-service that dominate the developed market fail to cater this market. At Algoredge, we wanted to develop a technology that champions both in terms of customizability and affordability. We license our software on an annual subscription basis, which will be the driving force behind 75% of our revenue. We also provide other services such as implementation, training, etc., which will account to 25% of our revenue. Today, we are seeking for a funding of $80,000, most of which will be invested for new recruits and research and development, of course. Myself and my co-founder, Kukaraj, we both have backgrounds in electrical and computer systems engineering, and we want to transform the way organizations benefit from their data. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Urmila. I think it's now time for the Q&A session. So judges, if you have any questions, you've got 3 minutes to ask Urmila anything you like to.
I have a question. So Urmila, you mentioned that the current market size for Sri Lanka for I would say the banking institutions is worth $3 million. Is that correct?
Yes, $3 million.
And are you planning, so what is your long-term plan in terms of the product? Will you be serving other industries as well?
Yes. So $3 million. So we are starting because we are a Sri Lankan startup. We are based out of Sri Lanka right now. We are obviously targeting the Sri Lankan markets, but this problem prevails around like in all emerging markets. So our target is to tap into all emerging markets such as Asia Pacific and Middle East and Africa. Of course, there's a growing demand for products like that. And of course Latin America, but like the next step would be looking at Asia Pacific and Middle East and Africa. Yeah, so I'm sorry, I'm a little bit unclear about the problem. Are you saying if we'd be targeting other industries apart from financial sector? So telcos is something that we are looking at. Definitely, because this is a credit decisioning engine and AI for to make better decisions, basically. So if you look at African markets, there's a huge unbanked segment, right? So that's where telcos come into play. So P2P lending and everything is like done through telcos. So that is another industry that we are looking at, definitely. Yeah.
Can I go next?
Yes.
Yeah, so you mentioned you developed a AI and machine learning algorithm. So have you actually developed that yourself, or is it like have you trained it with data sets already? I mean, you mentioned some commercial deployments and then POCs. Have you trained? Where are you with that learning process and the algorithm development? Are you market ready? And give me a little idea about that, please.
Okay, so if you can go back to the slide number 10. Yeah, so Mangala, like we started developing the technology, formulating the technology early this year in March, and we trained it with, so our first commercial, the entity that came to us was a mobile wallet provider. And we trained it with their data set, and we tailored the algorithm to suit their requirement, and we deployed it. So by July, we let them run it with it for like 1 month. And by July, like we kind of noticed that there was an 80% improvement in their decisioning. Okay. So based on that, now we are having other conversations with commercial banks, and we are also going to do proof of concept for these banks.
I have 2 quick questions. Number one, when you talk about innovation, you were talking about AI algorithm. This is follow up to Mangala's questions. So is it something like you are using from a cloud service provider, what is already being built and available?
I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm really sorry to interrupt, but the 3 minutes is up. I'm sorry, Tushara, but we will have to move on to our next finalist.
That was a great question.
Yeah, we built it from scratch.
Okay.
You built it from scratch. Okay.
Cool.
Okay, I'm glad we got to get through that.
Just a note to host, we can allow an extra minute, let's say.
Okay.
It's very hard to judge without having proper questions in place.
Okay, no problem.
And one more question, quick question that I had. What is your market size today? How many customers are using it in Sri Lanka?
So in Sri Lanka, no, this is brand new. Like we are the first to do this.
I mean, how many customers you have locally and internationally?
No, so right now we have 1 customer because we only started. We are an early stage startup. So in June we did our first commercial deployment, and now we have the proof of concept. So the thing is, like, it's like we since it's a novel technology, we have to like tell them, or like we have to do a proof of concept for them to like feel and understand how much this could benefit them, right? Because otherwise when we are pitching, it's just an idea. So we start with the proof of concept. So we tell them, give us your last 3 months data, and we will tell you how much we could have improved your bad debts, or that's how we do it. And then once they're happy with the solution, then we do the commercial product.
So Experian is one of your direct competitors?
It's a little bit different. So what we did is Experian, the the challenge that experience would have in emerging markets is that the data is derived from different sources. Say, for instance, in Sri Lanka, like a loan application, you just fill in manually, and it could be in different language. It could be in Sinhalese or Tamil, right? So like these competitors, what I showed in the competitive landscape, even though they dominate the developed market, the challenge they would have in these countries is that like extracting those information, because the data is gathered through different channels, right? So these can, like, what our value prop is that we can tailor it, right? We can like tailor to derive these data, whereas these are mostly a plug and play solution, which don't necessarily capture all the data that is required to do a proper credit assessment.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I hope we can now move on to the next finalist. Thank you, both of you.
Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Yes. Next, we've got Navodaya Jayasundara, the co-founder of Bluechip Technologies Asia. Navodaya, over to you and good luck.
Hi, I'm Navodaya. I'm the co-founder of Online IT Academy. This is my 5-minute pitch video. Knowledge becomes more essential in this fast-changing world. Our idea is to build e-learning portal to teach high-demanding tech skills. We identified the problem as skills gap, low-wage jobs, access to education, income inequality, and travel restrictions. According to BBC, UK payrolls downgraded by 730,000 from March to July because of less skilled workers. Problem existing e-learning platform. For example, is Udemy a scam? According to a reviewer, Cherry Adler, the number of people enrolled in a course on Udemy is very misleading to the point that it's really a scam. If a course advertises that it has 20,000 enrolled, 99% of them can be free coupons, not paid. When you search one topic, you get thousands of results in Udemy website. We have a solution: original content provided by professionals and verified by us before published. High demanding skills. Multi-languages. Our product is Online IT Academy. It comes with a website and a mobile app. This is an assignment-based platform. Everyone can practice their skills through
I think we have a problem hearing the audio.
itacademy.biz. This is the screenshot of our website. Our business model. There's an opportunity for success. We have free courses, all-time free courses sponsored by companies, and also we have paid courses by professional trainers, and we have subscription monthly and yearly. Our market opportunity. We have overall market opportunity $171 billion. Our target is $10 million. We have competitors: Coursera, Udemy, and Bluechip. In Udemy, there are lots of courses with low content for low fee. Coursera courses are provided by universities. Those are more academic than technical. Byju is India's #1 e-learning app, mostly targeted on Indian exams. Growth strategy. How will we scale in the future, raising funds to $25,000 year 1? We plan to have 50 courses with 2,000 users to earn $100,000. Year 2, we plan to have 200 courses with 5,000 users to earn $101 million. Year 3, we plan to have 400 courses with 25,000 users to earn $10 million. Our 1-year action plan. We designed this February 2020. Currently, we are at the feedback stage. Our progress. We have 12 courses with 100 users in 3 languages: Sinhala, English, and Burmese. This is the stats. Countries visited by our website: Sri Lanka, India, US, Canada, Myanmar, and Singapore visited to our website. This is the screenshot of one course, Introduction to Microsoft Teams. Language is Burmese. Duration is 20 minutes. Total enrolled students are 26. Our team: Udita Bandara, CEO; Navodaya Jayasundara, co-founder; lead developer Anthony Ramadasa. Everyone deserves access to good quality education. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Navodaya. So it's now time again for the Q&A session, this time with Navodaya. Judges, over to you.
So I have a question. So you have mentioned that you are preparing original content for this solution. So how are you onboarding these content providers? What is the mechanism that you have for that?
Yeah, we verified by each and every course by ourselves before published.
Also, we have some screening process through the community. So we look at some like the areas that is trending, and then we are the community. We are engaging with different trainers, regional trainers and local trainers as well. So you can go to slide 7. So we are in the slide 7. You can see the topics. Based on these topic, we look at some trainers that is popular or more demanding in that area. And we are subscribing to those trainers, and also we are giving some commission also for those trainers, part of a revenue as a percentage for them. And also that is we are giving as a platform for them to thrive via our platform, because we are reaching to international market. So as a trainer also, it's a good area where they can also go through their skill, and they can showcase also that they are capable to do more in this kind of a global platform.
I'm struggling to understand your USP. What is it? Unique selling point.
Our unique selling point is like we are giving high demanding technical courses for low prices.
Right. Low prices. Are you competing on the price point or local language? I saw Burmese. That's clear.
So we have a price point and both language as well, because if you look at the countries like Malaysia, Indonesia, the language is key in there. So we are having trainers in there to go to that market, and then the price also low, because let's say a student from Indonesia want to learn something, they want to go to Udemy and they need to learn English also to do that. So that is our both language plus the low the price is the selling point. So we are planning with the regional and then going to the global languaging and English as the main language also. Yeah.
Thank you.
Do we have any more questions? Okay, looks like we can move on. Next, we've got Nishalini Rajaram, founder of Codwo or CODWO. So Nishalini, over to you.
Hello everyone, I'm Shalini, the founder of Codwo. Here is my page. Please get to know about Codwo. Percentage of IT field is occupied by men and 40% of occupied by women. Codwo, empowered by innovations and women, a dedicated platform where every woman IT professionals can get together and provide the best services for everyone all around the world. When it comes to current market in IT field, the 60% of IT field is occupied by men and 40% of occupied by women. Codwo is a place where the miracles are happening. We are committed to deliver quality output for every business owner out there. Our main challenges was compete with men with higher standards. But with a boldness, we have came over with quality and affordable solutions. The problems and solutions that we have found is 1 of 9 women getting harassed at offices. Women startups and dedicated IT offices are less than men society. The second problem, girl child abuse in tuition classes. And the third problem, compete with men in high standards and cost effective. What we have given as a solutions. We have made virtual working place for women where she can work with the comfort zone and at any time from anywhere. Codwo will be a branded ID emblem for women. Gender equality and equity can be balanced with the revolution. Solution 2. Codwo education system introduced for girl children to learn everything from home, while living peacefully with their family, parents, or friends or siblings. And the third solution, our products are affordable, are dedicated products which we have introduced to the society with cost effective. Present solutions for everyone, every business owners can consume this. With one-click solutions, you can install an AI bot to your business and answer to the customer queries easily. Everything set up easily and answer to the client questions or the customer questions with one tap. And our e-commerce application, which is a cost-effective and advanced platform for business owners who are selling groceries, food, or other consumer products. With one click, the owner can create their virtual e-commerce platform easily, and with our development, we have so many admin work generating facilities which the owner can earn extra from by using our system. And the third solution, online schooling method, which both girl children and a professional who can teach can get advantage from our solutions. As online school management system is dedicated to scheduled classes, exams, and other materials to educate girl children to face their future in a boldness. Our timeline of growth has within a short period, we have reached all around the world, and our products are reaching move faster than our team. We have started our team as a freelance developer, and we have moved to a virtual development team. And the second quarter, we have made team with young enthusiastic women available.
All right. I think we've come to the end of her presentation. Judges, do you have any question for Nishalini?
Is the presentation over, or did we lose the audio in between?
I just have one question. Maybe because the quality of the session was pretty poor due to technical difficulties, and maybe I didn't get it, but I couldn't understand exactly what is it like. Is it a platform with so many different products like chatbots and that online collaborative spaces and all for women to work better, or what is it actually, the product?
Yeah, Codwo products are only for women. Codwo is a place where women can join with us and work together in an IT platform. And all our products for both women and men. Anyone can install the app and set up their business. Any tuition classes can install a platform and get their online classes with the children. The main product, the main solution is to provide best solutions for the only for girl children, because when we consider that today's world, there is no security for a girl child. We can see everything from the news. So I want women, and there are many women are insecure with a lack of income, so want to make them by using our e-commerce system. They can sell any hand products, and even they can do anything. And we have a delivery boy app. The actual my concept is to get the delivery girl app, but the current situation is we need to get some help from the male preference. So we will be having that including our e-commerce system, where the people can deliver the products easily. And our chat apps are developed to reduce the when we consider the call centers, there are 50% of women are working in there, and it's not a good thing. To stop that only, we have developed that chat app. If the company wants that app, we can give it for free, and we will be setting up everything to be automated.
So this is a women collaboration for work, career,
yeah,
and safety communication, and also it is a marketplace for women. Am I right?
Yeah, yeah.
How long you've been developing?
All our products, we have started to develop the products from 2019 November, and for now we have 3 pending apps to be published on next January.
Mangal, you had a question.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a question. I think you're all over the place. Sorry, but probably being focused a bit. I don't know whether it's judges' duty to comment. It's just I'm struggling to figure out a focus and sort of like where you are. Like, what's your core focus, and go at it. I know you mentioned a lot of problems and then lots of solutions. So I don't know whether one startup could solve all that. I mean, that's kind of a concern I have rather than a question, actually.
Yeah, when we consider the technology can give the solutions for every problem. And we have developed system to give the solution for current problems, we will be implementing a lot of systems to avoid the problems in future.
So do you consider yourself as a services company, product company, combination of that? What is?
We are, yeah, a combination. We are providing services, and there is a lot of housewives are working with my team. They are giving their services and earning. And there are some people who is using my system and earning a good amount.
So have you deployed at least a part of your solution somewhere, or have you done any market validation?
Yeah, but we didn't have those stats, and all the systems are developed by me and my team, and we will be having everything from the January. Currently, we are giving it to test all over the world, and there are 70% of e-commerce systems are occupied by our systems.
So what does your team composition look like, and how many do you have working with you?
I have, for now, I have 10 people, 10 women are working with me. And when we consider virtually, there are around 150 housewives are using our platforms. As a team, there is only 10 for now. From January, we will be making it to 50. At the end of 2021, my target is to go up to 150 women who is working in a physical office.
Okay, thank you very much, Shalini. Now we're moving on to our fourth finalist, and that is Kirutika Nyana Kaladaran. She is the founder and CEO of MediSend. Kirutika, over to you.
Hi guys, this is Kritika, and here is my pre-recorded pitch deck. Always deliver more than expected. Have you ever heard this quote? It was said by Larry Page, who is the co-founder of Google. This is related with our story by all aspects. About how we first started MediSend at nothing and how we managed to execute our attempt to perfection, at least in our eyes. We started this organization in July 2019 with the ambition of delivering medicine for those who can't travel to afford them, especially focusing the female customer base. Initially, we deliver medicine to our friends at free of delivery charges, and gradually expanded our service to more customers and increased the delivery charges. Yet we maintain a solid principle about a convenient price for both our customers and ourselves. My first team left me at some point, and it was only me and my brother alone in this endeavor, and things become quite hard for a period. Still, we continued the business. Back then, our name was Marandbox. I was looking for a change of the name and asked for recommendation from my friends. That's when I got a private message from a female suggesting the name as MediSend, which I found sparkling and adopted as the new name. It was my first encounter with her, Madhura, and now she is the operational lead of our startup. Madhu, one of my friends, suggested a team color and created some logos, becoming the creative designer of the team. Things became interested and we were sailing a safe path. But not for a long time. Due to Corona pandemic breakout, the business was based in Jaffna, but we had to return our hometown, which is Trincomalee. Despite of the unfortunate situation, the customer base and the orders were increasing because of the travel barriers. We had to come up with a plan because we didn't have any delivery channels in Jaffna without us being there. But it was an opportunity for us to ensure a better service and to approach new customers. That's when my friend Karthik volunteered to make the deliveries in Jaffna. We have come across through a lot of barriers through the journey, but they were like a boost for our startup. One day we got an urgent order from a young mother from Jaffna asking for a child tonic for her 8-month-old firstborn. She was in a difficult situation and only the authorities' bodies could travel without a ban. And Karthik had to pose as media person and obtain a pass to deliver the medicines. At the time, we had an order from Canada to deliver asthma medicine for a mother who lives alone. It was about 10:30 p.m. as we found out the prescription was wrong and we changed the medicine and delivered it again. Then I had this sudden idea and include a short note in Tamil saying that you have a wonderful doctor. I realized that we can deliver not only the medicine, but also a hope and a reason for our customers to hold on with their lives. And there was a huge potential to give something to the society in return. It was difficult to start and continue a business as a woman and had to face a lot of challenges. But it is an interesting thing. It makes you feel empowered and encouraged you to pursue what you believe and stand for. The success is the result of collaborative effort, and our team is the best possible example I can think of. Both female and male staff members do their part equally and contribute in the process. But we had greatly focused on the incorporation of female staff in the team, so it ultimately enhances the life equality of the female staff members as well as their families. So being a male or a female is not a problem as long as you have the skills and the courage to move forward. Even if you may feel like you lack the skills, what you really need is the self-confidence and self-motivation to learn and bear the risk. Over to you.
Okay, thank you very much, Kritika. Judges, time for questions.
I have a question. So your product, from my understanding, is an online pharmacy and medicine delivery platform, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so what is, do you have any competitors in the market right now? And what is the competitive advantage of your particular platform? How is it different from others?
Yeah, we have a competitors, but they are the online pharmacies, but we connect all pharmacies under one roof. So we are an IT platform, so all pharmacies can collaborate with us and deliver the medicine to their customers. So our delivery boys or a girl will deliver their medicine to their customers.
Okay, so your competitors do not aggregate the pharmacies. They're pharmacies themselves that have an online platform, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and are you operating right now? Do you already have pharmacies onboarded? Can you share a little bit about your traction?
Yeah, we already have 40 pharmacies on board, and we develop our application. So when we develop our application, we can publish it.
Yeah, I have 2 questions, if that is answered the previous
yes.
question. Yeah.
Yes, please go ahead.
2 quick questions. Number 1, have you developed this platform by yourself? Or are you using some available e-commerce platform?
Okay, we are just students, so we already participate in ICT Spiralation. So they are the one help us to develop the platform.
So it is your own IP, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The second question is that the business model, I have a doubt whether it scale outside Sri Lanka. What's your thinking on that?
Okay. Basically, we get a revenue via deliveries, which is 250 rupees for per delivery, and our revenue is 150. And for the pharmacies, we provide their per system, so we get subscription model fee from pharmacies is 9,500 rupees. For when we go global, we are planning to partner with big key players in their countries, so we can establish our branches in those countries.
So the value will be your platform for that.
Yeah.
So if I may just add on to that question about your growth strategy, medium and long term, you just mentioned about growing global. What are your actually plans for Sri Lanka first? If you could just iterate what you have in mind.
Sorry, I don't understand the question.
Your growth strategy. What do you plan? Do you already have a plan to scale in Sri Lanka? You said growing into global markets is a plan. Could you explain the steps that you have already planned in your growth strategy?
Okay, we already have 27 pharmacies in Northern Province. So we partner with them, and now we deliver the medicine to the Northern Province. And now in Eastern, we have 13 pharmacies. So particularly we talk with pharmacy owners, then we show our app idea, then we we get agreement with them. So
yeah.
this is the
where do you plan to go next? Which market would you penetrate next in Sri Lanka?
in Sri Lanka now. In the month of August 10, we are in Trincomalee, which is in the Eastern Province. Next, we target the Badikalo and the full of Eastern.
What's your current traction like? How many deliveries do you do per day, daily?
Per day, it's nearly 49 to 45 orders. Because we are in Northern and Eastern Province now, so we get these orders.
So right now we have some competitors in the market, just like the way that you run your business. So they have certain pharmacy chains with them, and they do the same mechanism. So let's say if they are coming to the Northern Province and Eastern Province right now, so what is the advantage that you have right now? If they can, if they also can access the same pharmacies, so what is the strategy that you are using in terms of having these pharmacies to yourself, or what is your plan?
We provide our inventory system to them. So when they partner with other pharmacies, we say you can partner with others, but you can't change the inventory system. So we can keep them with us.
Okay. Judges, is that all?
I have one last question. Oh, okay. Sorry, Mangala, you go ahead. I just wanted to ask about your pricing. So how do you charge? Is it per order? How is it?
Okay, for a deliveries, it's per order. It's when it's come with 5 kilometer radius, it's 250 rupees. And the per kilometers, we increase 15 rupees. So we get revenue via order deliveries, and for the pharmacy side, it's a subscription model. We can get 9,500.
Okay, thank you.
How do you acquire customers right now? Is it all digital, or is there any other?
For this time, we have a social media platform. So we connect with people via that, and we get orders from our WhatsApp account. So we can get the prescription and the pharmacy details where the people need to buy that medicine. Because in Jaffna, they believe the pharmacies more than the IT platform. So they need to get that medicine from particular pharmacy. So
how do you get the prescription? I mean, if it is a medicine that requires a prescription, how do you do that regulatory transaction where you have to show do you have to show the prescription to the pharmacy, or how do you handle that?
Yeah, we can show the prescription to the pharmacies, or we can send the prescription to their WhatsApp.
One quick last one. So you said you have access to pharmacy inventories, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know by any time where the drugs are and where the drugs are getting expired and all these things?
For this time, the pharmacies owner can update these things, expiry date and other things.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Moving on, we've got Sohan Kulasurya. He's the founder of Pink Drives. Sohan, over to you.
Hi everyone, I am Shohan, founder of Pink Drives, and this is my video pitch. Hi everyone, I am Shohan. Imagine a situation. It's 10 o'clock in the night. Your mom needs to go to the hospital, and you are not at home, and there's no one to take her. You are deciding to what cab service to take her to the hospital. What bothers you in your mind to select one? It is not the quality, not the rate, not the efficiency, but it is the safety of her or your loved ones. Can you trust a stranger with your loved ones? Ladies and gentlemen, according to the recent surveys, 4 out of 10 ladies get harassed in taxi services. And 8 out of 10 ladies said that they feel uncomfortable taking a taxi in the night. And mostly 9 out of 10 men said that they feel uncomfortable to send their loved ones with a male stranger in a taxi. According to the research, these numbers keeps increasing. To beat this challenge, let me introduce Pink Drives, a taxi service for women, driven by women, prioritizing their safety. The number one feature of our service is that our taxis are driven by qualified, highly selected women chauffeurs. These chauffeurs are chosen through a systematic process, and they are trained and certified as safe drivers. The female passengers are benefited to use our service with assured safety. Not only our chauffeurs, but with our 24/7 tracking system that tells us where they are. The beautiful thing is, our app has a panic button where the passengers' loved ones can be notified on real time. Safety assured, safety guaranteed, and safely arrived. At present, we are managing all bookings of 5 ladies over phone calls. We have planned to launch our Pink Drives mobile app on the following week. During the first 12 months, we have planned to onboard 100 female chauffeurs to serve the society. According to our projection, we can move our income over expenditure beyond the 7th month. We have a dedicated team to serve the need. Ladies and gentlemen, 1.5 years back, my best friend from school days passed away, leaving his wife and 2 kids behind. One of the problems she faced is the general harassment that many ladies face in Sri Lanka. This triggered as an inspirational thought for me as to how I could serve this market segment. It is an opportunity today, an opportunity now to serve this market, not only for the financial benefit, but for the greatest social cause available at this moment. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Shohan. Judges, you can ask him your questions now.
Yeah, the very first question I have for you, Shohan, is that you are talking a lot about the passenger safety. That's really great. But what are the measures you have taken to assure these lady driver safety who are driving midnight, as you said?
Lady drivers, of course, we have requested them to have on their comfort zone to take bookings in the night. but we are in the process of introducing another mechanism of having a few people in the city with motorbikes to in case of an emergency for them to attend immediately in case of emergency of their drivers. So the driver lady chauffeurs also are very selectively on a process we selected. So at the moment we have received about 200 plus applications, but initially we are launching with 30 people right now instead of not getting everyone on board. So we are having a selective process, and also we are going to introduce the new mechanism of emergency situations, to attend to emergency situations through a separate team. And also I'm collaborating with few other companies who provide roadside assistance as well. In case of emergency, they can reach them so that they can come and help them to comfort them and on their rides.
Okay, second question, need a quick answer from you. Where the technology play in your business? I mean, what kind of involvement you have in technology when it comes to this platform?
Technology in the sense we'll be launching the mobile application, plus we have the backend panel, which we developed in-house. And so soon as it is launched, the citizens can download the application and make bookings to the platform, and the drivers will be notified on the bookings what is being required.
So just a follow-up question to that. In your application that you will launch, does the features that you have incorporated only enable people to book a cab, or are there features built into track a ride, perhaps to enable or enhance the safety elements that you guarantee to your app?
It's enabled. It's available. The passenger can share their ride, and the drivers also can share their ride details with one person. And we also have a separate dedicated person to track all what is happening around it.
So this is males can make a booking, but the passenger has to be female, right? Is that
yes, model? Yes. Because we don't want to restrict it to only for women, because there are even I feel my children, my spouse or someone in women driving taxi service. So if I restrict for women, part of my customer base will be reduced. So I just want to, and we emphasize that only to encourage female passengers.
So you only the chauffeurs are female, but male and female passengers would be accepted.
If only male passengers attending, we have requested the passenger chauffeurs to reject it. But if it is a family, according to the situation, and if they can identify the situation, they can accept the booking.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And now we're going to move on to Thoori Thajendran, the founder and director of Thoori.store. Thoori, over to you.
Hi everyone, I am Thoori, founder of Thoori Store. This is my pre-recorded pitch. Good morning to you all. We all love to surprise our loved one with something different, right? Something that's not the usual card or teddy bear. So sometimes we tend to make our own gifts. But if we run out of time, we buy something handmade, and that is different than the usual set of gifts. When a gift is handmade, it carries special meaning, isn't it? From my childhood, it's my passion to make handmade things. I love to surprise my loved one with my own creation. I wanted to be a fairy when I was a little girl. So I made my own creation and gave gift to my loved ones. One day, this clicked in my mind. I have a talent to make handmade things, and moreover, I have passion for doing it. I understand that jewels are always trending, so Wanted to run my own business, handmade jewelry. I launched Thoori store in early 090. I always have two different collections. One is South Indians, another one is Western style. With workmanship and design, I want to create my own brand. I found out that there is a good potential to sell handmade jewels worldwide, like Amazon and Etsy. Also, we believe in the fashion philosophy. At the same time, we consider about environment. We love to turn recycled product in fashion philosophy. So we are making jewelry with recycled bottles and waste cutting fabric and coconut jewels as well. Thoori not only brings the collection for our loved ones, but also we support to women. In future, we tend to provide a platform for many local women for their income. Now we are getting orders through Facebook, Insta as well. Now I am doing this as my full-time business. Till now, I have sold my plenty of handbags and earned around 1 LKR. Ladies and gentlemen, Thoori is here to surprise your loved ones with amazing handmade jewelries. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Taura. Judges, you may ask her your questions.
While you are pitching, I went to your website and looked at it. Amazingly beautiful, beautiful stuff. So are you shipping this worldwide right now, or is it just within Sri Lanka only? These are beautiful.
Yeah, mainly Sri Lanka, and we have customers in foreign as well.
And how do you, so you have the global shipping all set. Are you ready to go global with your online shop, or what's your sort of like go-to-market strategy? How are you planning to promote this?
Now we are getting through orders, Facebook and Insta. We use DHL to ship to worldwide. We have some customers in Canada. We already delivered to them. Now we are mainly focusing on Sri Lanka.
Yeah, what is the technology involvement in the whole business concept?
Yeah, we are working on website. We have to do some other works in our website. In future, customers can order via our website.
Okay, and is this your own online platform that you have built, or are you using any kind of available Shopify or something like that?
Yeah, handmade, especially handmade things. Now I am making this as a full time, and there are a few women behind me. They also doing with me making jewels. In future, I would love to give more opportunity to women for their incomes. In my hometown, there are women lead families, so I want to give the opportunity to them.
Tara, I think Tushara's question was about the make of the website, the build of the website. Did you build it yourself, or are you using any other platforms that are enabling you to host your products?
Yeah, we have to plan showcase our product in Etsy and Daras as well. Now we have mainly get order through Facebook and Insta.
And the website you have now, did you build it yourself?
Yeah, we have a website in WordPress. We are not finishing. We are now working on to our website.
Tara, how many transactions are happening per month?
Sorry?
How many transactions? How many sales? You know, how...
Yeah,
How many transactions happening per month?
I have more than 100 customers. Still now I earn around 1 LKR, 1 lakh.
This is monthly or overall?
Overall. Monthly, our revenue is 5 to 10K, usually.
Thank you very much. Now we are moving on to our 7th finalist, and that is Kavindya Tennakoon, founder and CEO of Tilli. Kavindya, over to you. Kavindya, you're on mute. Could you please unmute yourself?
I'm so sorry. I'm Casie, and this is the pre-recorded pitch for Tilli. Hi everyone, I'm really excited to introduce you to Tilli. And before we go into the product, I wanted to take you back to where we started. Statistics show us that 1 in every 10 children will be sexually abused before they reach their 18th birthday. This statistic is gruesome, yet it's the lived reality of many. And this is the problem that we set about to solve. But the good news is there are interventions that can help us reverse this cycle. Research shows us that early social-emotional learning interventions, also known as SEL, if designed and delivered well, helps children develop critical thinking skills, which means that now they're able to recognize an unsafe situation and seek help, and also build resilient empathy models, which means that they will never create an unsafe situation for someone else. So technically, through one learning intervention, we're tackling issues of both victims and also the perpetrators. But social-emotional learning doesn't end here. Longitudinal research shows us that a child who passes through a SEL intervention in their kindergarten records extremely high rates of school achievement, increased job market success, and even more positive mental health outcomes as they grow older. So you might ask us, if SEL is the answer to everything from employability issues to child safety, then why isn't it that every 5-year-old has access to this? This takes me to our 3 target learner groups. When it comes to parents, parents want to have these conversations about feelings and emotions with their kids, but they're nervous and confused about getting started. When it comes to teachers, many of our educators are aware of the importance of SEL education, and there is cutting-edge research in this space. However, most of this is not actionable or accessible to teachers in their classrooms. And when it comes to institutions like government schools and NGOs, they in fact have return on investment of $11 for every dollar spent on learning interventions like Tilli. However, till date, competitors within this space haven't been able to track learning outcomes, which means that institutions haven't been enticed as much to spend. And this is where Tilli comes to play. Tilli is a game-based learning tool that is focused on developing the metacognitive skills of 5 to 10-year-olds to empower them to build relationships that are safe, healthy, and happy. Why metacognition? Metacognition is considered to be the base skill of a set of core social-emotional learning skills. Metacognition helps a young learner not only reflect, but also articulate on their thinking process. It's simply like thinking about your thinking. And this skill automatically leads to our other 2 skill sets of empathy and critical thinking. So picture that. Children as young as the age of 5 developing resilient mental models around empathy and gaining access to simple problem-solving frameworks that amplify as they grow older. So how does Tilli do this? Tilli is built in the form of a mobile application designed for one-on-one parent-child interactions, and also in the form of a learning kit to help teachers facilitate more larger classroom conversations. Tilli usually takes a learner through a 3-step process where they first learn the needed mindsets and frameworks, then move into applying them for some real-life problem solving, and they finally go through a reflection phase where they apply their learning into their everyday life. Our mobile application uses a game-based learning approach, which means that we're able to sustain engagement throughout. We present to parents and teachers curated conversation starters so that they don't have to worry about getting started or figuring out what to say. Why we stand out from our competitors is by giving parents the ability to measure and track cognitive growth and thereby understand the success of our learning interventions. The next exciting opportunity we're exploring is on how we can use natural language processing techniques like key phrase detection to create extremely personalized learning experiences for our learners. We've already tested Tilli with 108 learners across 58 facilitators from 3 different regions. And these are some of our impact metrics, from extremely high levels of child engagement to almost 97% of parents saying they were finally able to have a more honest and meaningful conversation with their kids. This is a snapshot of our business model where we're looking at both a B2C approach and a B2B2C approach. We're looking at an addressable market that's exponentially growing, and spending on cell interventions is predicted to increase to up to $3.7 billion by 2024. Tilli was incubated and funded at the Stanford School of Education. Our all-female founding team comes from a background in EdTech, instructional design, psychology, and sexual and reproductive health education. And that is Tilli for you.
Thank you, Casie. Time for some questions.
Yeah, so do you have the application right now? So have you done the development?
Yeah, so we are currently, the one we tested was at a clickable prototype stage. So we worked with an engineering pod that developed the application, but it's not available yet on App Store. We're launching a component of it in a portal called EMI Games Portal, which is a local games portal. So that will be kind of the first portion that will be released. Yeah.
Okay, so you have mentioned that you have, sorry. So you have mentioned you have 108 learners in your platform right now. So how did you select these participants?
Yeah, so the ones in Sri Lanka, we mainly looked at, we used a couple of Google ads and also word of mouth. So we only took in learners between the ages of 5 to 10. For the US and the UK market, we mainly looked at Google ads, and we targeted it to kind of the young parents age category. And that's how we kind of targeted the learners.
If we want to see that one day, like even you said you have not gone into App Store, Play Store yet, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So how much of development you said you've done in this application?
Yeah, so right now we have kind of developed out 4 modules, meaning kind of 4 sections of the game. So all of that is done. What we're still trying to figure out is some of the game metrics that that we've been testing with the 104 learners. So as soon as we confirm that, we are having a lead time of about 1 month before we want to go on the App Store.
So you did a little pilot, right? So how so was it done with you mentioned MVP? So that tell me how the pilot was done without the app. So we'd just love to understand how that was done.
Yeah, so we actually used a clickable prototype. So we sent it both on XD and Sigma. And that's how we tested it with a group of 104 learners. But with some of them for follow-up, we actually had to send a PDF as well, because we realized the kids were actually getting too excited by the clicking that we weren't actually testing the learning experience. So we started off with the clickable prototype, and then we actually had to send them a PDF because we wanted to see if the learning journey was working and if the content was happening and if the kids were engaging with the actual learning content. So we used both of those mediums.
And hi, Casie. When you're kicking off with your app coming onto App Store, do you have a specific region for your target group to kick off? Is it Sri Lanka based or is it Asia based? How do you plan to work it out?
Yeah, I think with launching, we want to focus on Sri Lanka to start off. But one of the struggles is that internet access for our target users is a little less in terms of downloads. So I think that's one of the struggles. But the PDF has a lot of success with teachers who want to just take the PDF. So we're trying to see how that conversion can happen. But a lot of people who experience the PDF then want to download. So I think that would be the struggle, but we want to start off with the Sri Lankan market to begin with.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Just one last question. During the previous rounds of this competition, have you shown this development to any of the judges?
No, I don't think I got the chance to do that.
Yeah, so just to follow up to that, so I'm still, trying to understand how this is done with the children, because we haven't seen it, and we haven't seen the PDF, we haven't seen the MVP you've done. So I'm a little bit struggling to understand what is done with the student to get across. So that's is there anything that you could show us? Like, I know we're running out of time, but so
yeah, I can drop it on the chat if that works.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think my application had the links to some of it, but I'm not sure if you had access to it. Maybe not.
Yeah, because the concept is great, but we are struggling to understand how much of it is done and how we tested it and everything.
Yeah, I can drop it. I can drop one of the links on the chat.
The children, it's just hard to visualize without seeing it, to be honest.
Yeah, I know. I understand.
Okay, thank you very much, judges and Kavi. Now we are going to hear our last finalist, and that's Himayandi Loganathan, co-founder and COO of Verify Network. Himayandi, over to you.
Hi everyone, I'm Himayandi and this is Hiroshika, and we are the founders of Verify Network. Here's our pre-recorded pitch. Do you have any idea about the number of trees cut down to make papers around the world? Would you believe if I say it's around 160,000 trees per day? Also, I would like to know how many of y'all are finding difficulties to store, manage, and share your physical certificates with others. Hi everyone, I am Himayandi Loganathan, biotechnology graduate and an environment enthusiast, trying to help reduce the carbon footprint for a better tomorrow. Today, I'm providing you with a solution to overcome both the problems discussed before. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to introduce you to the concept of verified digital certificates using blockchain technology. Trust me, our product is going to change all our lives and make it easy. My co-founder Hiri and I both came up with this idea during the curfew. While I was one day cleaning my room, I came across so many certificates. Most of them I don't even remember getting. After cleaning them, I wondered why this many resources have been wasted for a certificate. Whereas Hiri was fascinated by the number of students taking up online courses and sharing digital certificates during the pandemic. He was also worried how many were legit and not photoshopped. Plenty of reading and research later, we found the answer for both our questions: certificates that are foolproof and eco-friendly. Who doesn't want to have a trusted, secure, transparent, smart certificate? Not just a certificate, but a digital wallet where we can store all our certificates and get it verified with time. And come on, don't we all want to share our achievements with our friends and give our A game to the best job out there? Just a few taps and bam, certificates in 7 different social media platforms. Just a click and your verified certificate is available to the new offshore job you're planning to apply or the university you're planning to do your higher studies in. We got them all sorted. We create a platform that issues trusted, secured, transparent, smart certificates by blockchain technology. The technology ensures the certificates are not tampered with, enabling a less fraudulent and secure platform. The smart certificates can be accessed by any entity, hence the transparency. This automated system allows students and their prospective employers to access the certificates and academic credentials from any geographical locations with any need of a physical certificate. Sri Lanka's first ever trusted portal to verify digital certificate. Why us? Why not the others? Because we are the pioneers providing affordable price tags for the users in a pay-as-you-go model, along with local language support to assist the clients 24/7. Wondering if this would work? We have done a pilot study with a local and international entity and provided around 400 certificates via our own Verify portal. Currently, we are in progress with 2 private universities and 2 virtual international conferences as digital certificate partners. In the future, we are hoping to work with more universities and institutes and become the digital certificate provider, not only in Sri Lanka, also in the region and the world. I would like to introduce the pillars behind Verify, without whom this venture wouldn't have even been possible. I would say I'm gifted with the supportive co-workers who are experts in their respective domains. Our pre-seed ask for today is $3 million for 8% equity share. And I believe to issue minimum of 1,500 certificates per month and also charge $5 for a certificate, where we are planning to make $2 of profit per certificate. Let me conclude the presentation by saying that Verify is a trusted, transparent, and secure digital portal that enables its users to receive, store, and publish digital certificates online to reduce the carbon footprint with the use of blockchain technology. Last but not least, I would like to thank She Loves Tech and Hatch for this wonderful opportunity, hoping to save green for better tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, Himayandi. Judges, you could ask her your questions.
Yeah, one question. So when you have this digital certification, let's say someone come to an interview, and if you have covered a wide spectrum, so that we can, employer can directly verify whether this is a right certificate or not, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, in Sri Lankan market, there probably isn't any competition, right? In the global landscape, how is the competition?
Sorry, I didn't hear you, sorry.
What's the competitive landscape in this digital certificate market globally?
Okay. So, Kimi, shall I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So when it comes to the competition, as you mentioned, locally there are no other players, but around the globe there are emerging players. So when it comes to our business, it's not about we looking at the competitors. It's all about how we making partnership with the existing universities or maybe with the institutions. So if we believe we have enough potential and we have enough connections around the globe. So we believe like even though there are strong players who are providing services for Google and Microsoft, we believe like we can sustain in the market with our business model of pay-as-you-go model. Yeah.
So do you have in-house blockchain developers, or are you using some sort of a solution out there to certify these documents, e-documents?
So we are currently partnered up with a blockchain as a service company called Nifron. So if you can go to our team slide, you'll be able to see. So we have 2 technical experts from the team Nifron. And to speak about them, they actually having a very good experience in the blockchain technology. In fact, one have worked as a lead blockchain developer, as well as like one person have been in the industry for past 3 years as a developer. So this is about the technicality end, and we are actually getting the service through this platform called Nifron in order to cater our blockchain needs. Yes, thank you.
What is your revenue model?
So to speak about our revenue model, so the revenue model is basically we are going in a pay-as-you-go model. So if you take other entities, they have a standard packages, whereas we are going with a pay-as-you-go model, and we are charging $5 per certificate. And out of it, by giving all those other expenses, we are making a $2 profit for each certificate what we are providing.
What's your, have you launched this product yet, and what's your traction if you have?
Okay. So far we have actually we actually launched our product 1 month back, and now we have actually come down the line with two entities whom we got partnered up with. So one is a local private technology university from Sri Lanka, where we issued 350 blockchain based digital certificates, and another one is to check whether our product is scalable or not. So we again done a pilot in Singapore, and we issued around 50 digital certificate to an electricity company in Singapore. So all those things, we made a sum of what do you call, 400 into $5 as a income.
So how are you thinking of going for global sales?
So currently we are focusing to establish ourselves in Sri Lanka, and we wanted to create some traction inside the country in order to show our credibility to outer world. And then we are planning to move on to Singapore, where we also are in connection with a few companies who are ready to get in connection with us in order to provide our service throughout their nation. And then from Singapore, by getting the Series B or Series B investment, we are planning to go ahead to California. So that's how our roadmap goes. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, thank you. So to our finalists, our 8 finalists, kudos to all of you. You did put up a great show. Judges, you are now vested with the prime task of selecting the top 3 finalists. And I'm sure the judges need some time for this. This is not going to be an easy pick, I'm sure. So let's give them a bit of time, shall we? Until then, to enlighten us, we've got Casie Millhouse with her lightning speech on the women in tech. To give you a brief introduction about Casie, she's an innovation and technology communicator, a futurist. She's also the chapter president of VRARA Singapore. She's a weekend builder of an anti-sexual harassment app with gifts and stickers. While glancing through her profile, I also found out that she is a professional DJ. She is also an active promoter for women in tech and a strong supporter of entrepreneurship. Casie, can't wait to hear you.
Hi, everybody. Can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. I was having a little bit of, oh, awesome. Yay. I'm so excited to be here. As you can see, this is not my normal face. So I'm actually using some augmented reality, and I'm sure that you have used it plenty of times on your selfies, maybe on your Instagram, or maybe some other tool that you've been using. And I just want to thank the organizers and She Loves Tech for bringing this opportunity to women. When I started on my journey as an entrepreneur and a woman in tech, there wasn't anything like this. So I'm really excited to be a part of this growing collaboration that's happening around the world. So maybe I'll start a little bit more from my background, and hopefully you can see that not everybody needs to start in tech. Not everybody needs to be a CS graduate from a fantastic degree to actually push the bar forward in building technological solutions. So I don't know if anybody else had done any research on myself, but I actually come from a completely non-technology background. I was a gymnastics coach for almost 2 decades, spanning from the US to China and then here in Singapore. That's what actually brought me here to Singapore, was gymnastics. And eventually I got really interested in learning how to blog about my gymnastics career and what I was learning. So I had to learn how to do that. There was nobody around to teach me how to do that late at night. So I took to the internet to learn how to create my own blog. From there, I wanted to learn how to make it all like cool and pretty. So I learned how to code and fix it from the front end. And then I went even a little bit further and wanted to learn how to make it do the things I wanted to do. I wanted to learn how to do the functionalities. And then eventually I came up with my very own startup. And maybe this story is going to inspire you because maybe this is your very first startup. I'm not sure if you've done startups before. And I eventually came to wanting to create this marketplace for parents like myself to find different activities for my children. And it was very, very challenging. It took a lot of time to do the research in order to find it. So I decided to find out all the places in Singapore that had free trials, pull them all together in one Google Sheet, and then I would go out to other parents and say, hey, I have all these like free passes, so you can test out different things. Will you pay me $20 and I'll give you all these passes? So eventually I had paying customers without any technology, just by using this hustle to try to solve this problem. And now a lot of people may be a little bit scared to get out there. You might think you have this like ugly baby of a company and a startup, but it's really when you can take that simplest idea and you can start iterating and getting feedback from your customers, that's where you're going to start developing and start to grow. I know some of you are a little bit past that, but don't be ashamed of putting things out, putting new features out and getting that testing as soon as possible, because you don't want to build something way too big and then realize people don't want this. So that is one of the biggest things that I came out with, is being able to come up with your idea and get that validation as fast as possible. I also did that in a larger capacity when I started to work as a marketer and launch into different markets. So for example, if you have your company that's starting in Sri Lanka, but you know that this is a solution that's going to work for Singaporean market or something that's going to work for the US market, you can take a little small test and test to see how the market is before you start to build out that launch plan and waste those resources. So it doesn't matter if it's not perfect, just try to get that validation before you start building anything out. And another thing, do the validation with the real customers. If you go and ask your friend who might not be a customer, they might say, yeah, I don't understand this. Or even if you ask like an investor who really doesn't understand the market you're talking to, getting validation from them is not going to cut it. You need to get validation from the paying customers. The second thing I want to share with you is there shouldn't be any point that you should be afraid of promoting what you do. I know with a lot of females that I come across, they don't want to like talk about their business to their like family or their friends, or they're just a little bit shy to even share that, hey, I was a finalist on She Loves Tech Sri Lanka. This is the stuff we need to be talking about. And you know why? It's not that you're bragging. It's you are incredible. You are showing your passion. You are showing what you are bringing to the table, what you are bringing to the world. Not only that, but as somebody who is sharing what they're bringing to the world and how they're doing it, you're also inspiring the very next generation, or that very next woman behind you who has an idea and hasn't been ready to jump over the edge and jump into entrepreneurship. So it takes all of us women getting out there, sharing what we're doing, also helping each other and promoting each other, giving each other like virtual claps on the back when we see each other getting these little successes along the way. So don't be afraid to promote what you're doing with your social media. Don't be afraid to tell people, your friends and your family, that you're really proud of this. It's not bragging. Like if you were a guy and you said it, everybody would give you a high five, no questions asked. Don't worry about it. And if people are going to maybe stop conversating with you and they're just not part of your system, you need to be surrounded with people that are going to be very supportive and help you along the way. And then the third one is, I think, is like the biggest key in myself, is just believing in yourself. That is, I know being an entrepreneur kind of takes you up and it takes you down, and you don't want to talk about it online and you don't want to talk about it with your friends. But even when things are really, really tough, that mindset of knowing that you are going to get through it, all of the resources, everything that you need in order to succeed is already inside of you. You have to believe it. And I know it. I know that it's in there. I think everybody, all the judges that are here judging you, I know it's a competition. And it doesn't mean that we don't believe in you if you don't win. But that's the main thing, is just having that belief. It's that belief that builds to that strength, that builds to that growth. And as I said before, all of the resources are there for you already. You just have to be open to them. When I was on my first startup, I always felt like, oh, I need more money here. Oh, I need to talk to this person. Oh, I need to do this. Like I always felt I needed to get something, but I already had it within. So those are my three main points that I really want to get across for you. As one, get that product out there and get that feedback. If you're going into a new market, make sure you're talking to your customers. Number two is, don't be shy and hesitant to promote your own projects and your own company. That is really key to attracting more people to your product or your startup, but also attracting more women who are going to be following your footsteps. And I think that is super key. And then number three is definitely believe in yourself, because I do with this crazy troll's hair, and and I know all of the judges and the support team from She Loves Tech absolutely believes in you 100%, or you wouldn't be here. I guess that's it. That's all I really wanted to say. I didn't want to ramble on anymore, but I just wanted to bring some positivity into this conversation. And I can't wait to see all of your startups really grow in the next few years.
Those were some useful and inspiring tips, I must say. Thank you, Casie. You were definitely positive and inspiring. So I guess it's time. So this is the moment we all have been waiting for. And I think we need to wait a little longer for our judges to announce the winners. So let's give them around 2 to 3 minutes, shall we? So if anyone's having a question, a burning question, you can ask maybe Casie over here or whoever's in the panel. Casie, are you happy to answer some questions?
Absolutely.
Brilliant. All right, guys, this is the opportunity. You can type in or ask your questions. Either way is fine.
No question is dumb. I guess maybe I'll say that I'm a little bit sad that I can't be there in Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is my favorite country in the whole wide world. If I didn't live in Singapore, I would live in Sri Lanka.
I know. It's paradise after all, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, guys, we are happy to answer questions.
Okay, there's a question that says, She Love Tech sounds cool. How's the market penetration into the UK? Maybe who can answer that one?
Yep, I think let me take that instead. Yeah, so for Sri Lanka Tech, we actually have our rounds in the UK. So let me put in our websites here so that if you're interested to be a part of the Sri Lanka Tech community as well as the competition this year, we have a round going on in the UK. So let me put in, sorry, let me put in our website in the chat box, and then you can take a look at the website. Just a quick questions with all the audience that we have here. Anyone that actually is not from Sri Lanka, could you guys just put like, hello, hi from where? And then hi from maybe UK, hi from France, hi from, yeah, let's see. Got it. The emails. Okay, let me send this to everyone. Yep, so the rounds that's gonna happen in the UK is, let me check the dates. Okay, for the UK rounds, we're having the rounds on the 26th of October, and the registration deadline is on 12th of October. So if you're interested, just please go to the website and apply with us. Apply as a startup. Then we will see you soon.
Thank you, Helena. Do we have any more questions? Yes, we do. The question is, can anybody apply to UK? She Loves Tech. That's Roshanali Amarasekara.
Yep, okay, let me open this. So basically we have 25 rounds going on. So rounds is like the rounds that we're having in the different locations. So for example, it's like Sri Lanka, Sri Lanka, Singapore and stuff. We have 25 rounds that's happening across the world. So if you're close to any of the rounds, you can actually just apply the one that is closest to you. That is how it's originally are, because by right, it should be like an offline event. So everybody will need to be literally and physically be to the rounds. But then this year, since we're going on virtual, so we're actually kind of open to all the startups to apply to any rounds that you like. Yeah. So as long as it actually applies to your kind of ecosystem, because I guess that we also believe that every country actually have their own kind of focus in terms of tech ecosystem. Maybe the culture and the style is different. So if you're putting yourself into different kind of rounds, then maybe there are certain kind of things that you might need to consider or stuff. So then to answer your questions, then actually it's all open to all the rounds that you want to apply. So if your company is actually not based in UK, but you would like to apply to UK, it's feasible. You could apply to it. Yeah, I hope that answered your question. Can anybody apply to UK? Yeah. Roshanali,
yes.
Yeah.
There's something else I see in the chat box. It says, I'll mention to and a link given who runs female tech events in Manchester. Would Helena or Casie know anything about this?
Yep, I think let me also see if I can reach out to her in that sense. Thank you so much. I think it would be great if everybody can actually just kind of like share with your community about this program. And then if we have people that are interested, then just click apply, and then we'll be able to see how can the platform actually contribute to all the startups. And then because She Love Tech is not just about like the global competition itself. We actually have a lot of different curriculum program that are basically helping all women entrepreneurs, as well as the technology or business or services that are helping women. So I guess that out of just not like for this competition itself, we're also having like a lot more curriculums coming up. So stay tuned to the websites, and we have all the announcements in the websites.
Okay, we have another question, and that is, what is something that happens in the emerging tech space that excites you the most? I think that's for you, Casie.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess I'm going to come at it from a VR and AR perspective. I think the most amazing thing right now for me, and which is exciting, is the access to the tools in order to create immersive technology. So for example, the new iPad Pro has LiDAR, which is you could take your iPad and you can scan the room and you can create 3D assets from everything. I think that is incredibly amazing. To have this access to be able to create assets has been the barrier for lots of people, because learning how to create a 3D asset takes a very long time. Now we'll be able to scan things very quickly and apply them into applications. That is probably one of the most exciting things for me at the moment.
Okay, thank you. Do you have any more? Sorry, Helena, could you please tell us more about She Loves Tech and how you function? Maybe some exciting things you do. Yeah.
Yeah. So for this year, we're actually launching a lot of different products. So we're including one of the what we call as an office hours series. So office hours series is actually happening every month, where we open our registration to all the startups, as in all our She Loves Tech community startups. Whoever that actually joined and registered as to join a competition will then accept the link. So this particular office hours series is actually a session where we select maybe 4 to 5 startups that are interested to connect with one of the mentors. Any mentors that we choose for the day, because every month we will choose like a particular mentor, and then we will be connecting all the startups that we get selected to this mentor. And then basically will be more of like a one-to-one mentorship sessions, where the startups get to talk to these mentors of the selection by month, and then they could go like with different guidance and then different kind of suggestions and stuff. So that is one of the particular program that we have, is an office hours series. And then the other thing is that we are creating some sort of our own curriculum in that sense, but then it's like a new thing where I'm not too sure I might be able to disclose this yet, but then it's a kind of a program where we are creating our own curriculum basically help women entrepreneurs. And due to the large focus that we have now to the competition itself, then most of the competitions are, most of the program that we're having, it's maybe around more than 50%, like maybe 60% of them are actually circling around the competition itself. Because the competitions, we need like a huge team to cover like the competitions, because like a huge competition, right? So out of that, we're actually having like a lot of different program launch by the end of the year. So for now, we have the officer series. So stay tuned to our newsletter, because we will have, if you sign into your our newsletter, then you'll be able to get different informations and also the different programs that we're doing. So let me also send in our link to register for a newsletter. And then I guess that once you sign up to the newsletter, all the new things or programs that we're doing will be going out every month. Yeah, I think we are pretty much ready, yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. And I think we are ready. So this is the moment we have all been waiting for. Who are the top 3 winners of She Loves Tech Sri Lanka? Can we hear it from the judges?
Okay, so are we starting from third to first? Or
Yes,
first?
could we hear who's in third place?
Okay, so the judges selected this digital certification based on blockchain algorithm as the third place. I didn't get the name of the company, I'm so sorry.
Verify Network.
Yeah, Verify Network, yeah.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, yes. And now in second place.
And in second place, we have Tilli. So congratulations, Tilli. You had, a very interesting startup, very interesting education platform that, not many are creating solutions for at the moment. So we see good things, and good luck in your future development.
Hey, well done. And who is the winner? Who's in first place?
Are we excited?
We
Any
are.
guesses? I wish this was live, Any guesses from the audience? I can't do that here. But this selection was almost unanimous across the panel of judges. And this was selected for the development, advancement of the development, how far they have come in their development, and also the traction and the scalability of the entire solution, both in the local and the global markets. And the winner of the local rounds of She Loves Tech in Sri Lanka, who makes it to the global platform, is Algoredge. Congratulations.
Ooh, well done. Congratulations. Well, congratulations to all 3 of you. Himayandi Loganathan of Verify Network, second place, Kavindya Thenakon of Tilli, and our winner, Urmila Chandrasekaram of Algoredge. Well done. And this is for your outstanding tech creations. And may this great accomplishment back you in your future endeavors internationally. I guess we will be seeing our winner, Urmila, in the global semifinals, isn't it? Yay, well done. So that brings us to the end. She Loves Tech Sri Lanka is now closing their curtains. The organizers, judges, finalists, and speakers, I must say you pulled together one heck of a show, and it was absolutely wonderful. I would also like to, yes.
Sorry. I'm actually suggesting, is it okay if we pull our top 3 in, just like a really quick one?
Yeah,
kind of like,
sure.
Yeah.
Group picture.
Yeah. Maybe Alvin, can you help to pull in our top 3, and then we will have like them share maybe some of their feelings, and after that we'll pull in everyone in, as in just our top 10. So for the time being, maybe we can pull in our top 3 first, and then congratulate them, and then maybe let them share some feelings. And then after that, it's just going to be a really quick one. Yeah, their top 3. And then we will bring in all our top 10, and then we'll take a good picture. Yeah?
Yep, they're in process of doing it. So we asked the 3 winners to stay tuned in. Oh, hey. So we got Kavin. Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yay, so Kavinda, how do you feel?
I'm glad I didn't change into my PJs. That was like the first thing that came to my mind. No, but this is really great, because I think with every pitch competition you apply to, kind of your pitch improves and your storyline improves. Yeah, so it's been such a great run, and also to connect with others working in this space. So congratulations to the winner. I hope you can bring it to Sri Lanka. So yeah. And thank you to the judges as well, and to the Hatch team.
Yep, next then maybe I'm queuing like Himayandi.
Hi, we are very excited. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you. And
yeah, I think I can still recall like yesterday during the dry runs, like you're very kind of like nervous that you're saying that can your co-founder join and stuff. yeah, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And now congratulations to all other winners and other finalists. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, next let's go to Tushara. Sorry. sorry.
Yeah, with one of our judges. I think we have difficulty connecting in the winner, unfortunately. So we might have to do no, I don't think we have her connected at the moment. So let's pause for a picture.
Okay. Let's get one.
She's apparently coming in. Yeah.
Okay.
If you give us a minute.
Sure.
Hey, Casie, how are you? Thank you for coming in to speak to the Sri Lankan audience today. Great to see you again.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I just wish I could, hopefully next year we could do it in person.
Yeah. So to everybody watching, Casie was here in Sri Lanka at Disrupt Asia last year, speaking to the entrepreneurial and tech ecosystem here, doing somersaults on stage while she was at it.
I love the cat.
Okay.
So I think let's close it with this because we've had the judges and the speakers, everybody here from a few hours on. So yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, we're closing in. All right. I would also like to take this opportunity to place on record our hearty thanks to ReadMe, our digital media partner, Women's Chamber for Digital Sri Lanka, our community partner. And a big thank you goes out to all those who connected with us via Facebook. Remember, we are looking to support entrepreneurs in tech. So feel free to get in touch with Hatch and She Loves Tech. Have a good day, everyone.
Oh, and there comes the winner.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
we just got you.
Hi.
Maybe you want to say something and then we can post for a last photo and then we can wrap it, call it a day.
Sorry, you missed the grand announcement of you winning the competition. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So yeah, maybe we can just wrap this up with a quick photo then. And we'll see everyone at the next leg of the competition. Okay.
Yes. Let me take the photo. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good. Are we pulling the rest of the 10, top 10, top 7?
I think we can call it a day. I think some of the people have already left. So yeah, thank you everyone.
Thank you everyone.
Thank you.
Everybody joining. Thank you.
All the best, Urmila.
Congratulations to all the finalists.
Thank you.
You guys did a great job.
Bye.